I know you guys hear that. Yes, we have gotten a new mic. So, I know it's been a while. It's been a while since I've uploaded, but I know you guys should be extremely happy knowing that I do have a new mic now. So the audio should be a lot better, a lot more consistent, should be no more cutouts now. But today, besides the great news about me getting a new mic, we have other news. Yes, I've heard the news about the magazine that Kane has published and has decided to make Sae the best midfielder in the world, I guess, right? And my main discussion with this is that I think everybody should focus on the fact that I don't think that we should be taking the world as literally as, well, the world when he says this. I don't think he means the entirety of the people that play football, right? I think he's talking about specifically the U20 league. And why I think this is the case is because, I mean, first, that would just be horrible world building if that was the case. But it's just the fact that it seems more consistent that Sae might, as strong as he is, he's not on a level that other players can't just like not touch him on. I mean, clear as day, we see a U20 run, U20 Sae be able to do things that can stagger him in some way, shape, or form, right? Let it be through their own physical capabilities or their spatial awareness, they can somewhat do stuff to him that make him react, right? And I don't think that him being at such a superb level would also make it bad. Like, I don't think Sae being the world's best like midfielder in the U20 league is bad, right? Only if it's the U20 league, right? And this is because we've only been introduced to like several midfielders, not even that, right? And to introduce the best midfielder, like the guy that's gonna be the peak of this position, since like we introduced him in chapter 5. You introduce him in chapter 5 and he's going to be the peak of that position. And then the way that you introduce him and have him be played is terrible. If Sae is supposedly the peak of this position, then I think we should have had way more of a dominant showcase of him even in the U20 game. In the U20 game, right, he was the best player on the team, no doubt, and he was carrying them, but like he should have been dominating way more if he was as good as Kane was making him out to be, right? And what I mean by this is that we have players on the caliber when we're talking about best. We have people that are like Noah, best striker, and we've seen what Noah does to just pro players. He just dominates them. He just destroys them. So he could have clearly just destroyed the Blue Lock 11 by himself. Let's think. Let's just think of some examples of when you throw around the word best, and then like you throw around the word best, and then you compare them to the Blue Lock 11. Like Lorenzo, for example. Lorenzo is the world's best, or the U20's best CB, right? He's the U20's best CB. Guarantee you, he's locking up everybody on the Blue Lock 11. He's locking all of them up. Who would you consider the best dribbler in the U20 league? Probably Batra or Teddy at this point, right? Teddy and Batra, they're running through the entirety of the Block 11 one-on-one. It's not even a competition. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the fact that Sae is supposedly the peak of this position, I don't think he's been showcased or like even been shown a lot to do that much. It's just crazy to me, right? Now, is it fallacious to say that Sae is pretty weak? Yes. But is it also fallacious to say that he's the world's best midfielder? Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Again, like I said before, it might sound like I'm repeating myself just this far into the video, but I just want to get the point through your guys' heads because this is more like a rant. We've only been introduced to midfielders like Hiyori, which isn't even really a midfielder right now at this point. Hiyori, Charles, characters like that. We've only been introduced to so few. What are the pro player midfielders looking like? Like, what are the grown up midfielders looking like? Like, we've seen the grown up strikers and what the grown up strikers can do, but we haven't seen the grown up defenders or the grown up midfielders and what they can showcase, what they can bring to the field. Like, for Sae to be better than every grown up midfielder, then the verse just sucks. Like, there's no way that you're going to tell me that this 18-year-old is just dominating all of these experienced veterans and players, right? Like, and the magazine glazes most of the new generation 11 players. Like Kaiser, it calls Kaiser one of the strongest in the U20 bracket in general. It calls Loki like pretty much a god among men. I mean, like, Loki gets glazed every single time he's on the screen, though, so who's really surprised? But the entire discourse has just been like, oh yeah, where are we putting Sae at now? And I mean, like, I don't think this really changes anything. I mean, him being him being the best midfielder in the U20 bracket, that just inherently puts him over the midfielders in the verse in that bracket. And I mean, like, I didn't really have a lot of midfielders besides like Hugo in the top 5. Like, most of my top 5 is constructed of strikers. So I mean, like, Hugo in particular, I mean, I guess, again, if you guys wanna if you guys wanna see a video on Hugo versus Sae, or a new generation 11 video just in general, please let me know in the comments. I'm probably gonna end up doing it anyways, but it would be nice to know that you guys want to see that. But yeah, so Sae is just better than Hugo now, I guess, because of the statement. There's just nothing for me to really argue. I do want to go into a deeper dive into the actual topic itself, just like outside of that statement alone. But from what it's looking like right now, in this moment, right now, like, I think Sae is the best midfielder in the U20 bracket. But again, that's not saying a lot, since most of the players in the U20 bracket that is up really high are strikers. Like that's just what it is. I mean, look, from what I've been seeing recently in the manga, and just like what Kenshiro just seems to be alluding to, is no matter what we see of the new generation 11s, they will always be top tier. Like, we might clown on Lorenzo all we want to, but like, at the end of the day, like, when we see him again, he's probably going to be broken. He's probably going to be top tier. It just seems to be this consistent thing that the new Gen 11s are just like tiers above everybody else. Even with Kaiser being beaten by Saga at the end of the New Eagles League, we see him dominating the actual U20 bracket when he's playing against other foreign players, right? And foreign teams. So that's pretty much just my thoughts on it. Look, I mean, again, if you guys want to see a video really talking about the scaling of Sae versus Hugo, or Sae versus any of the new Gen 11s, leave a like and sub. I would very much appreciate that, and just comment. This is just more of a rant discussion, just me talking about Sae and the recent magazine. I think it's gonna be a pretty interesting next few weeks for the Blue Eye community, but that's pretty much all I just wanted to do. Just give my 2 cents in, and let me know how you guys feel about the audio. Look, this video was mainly just to get the audio out and just to refresh the channel up a little bit. But I will see you guys in the next one, and peace.